For more than 2 years, Ukraine has been asking its Western allies for US-made F-16 fighter jets. They have long been considered the most important item on the list of military equipment Kiev has requested from its Western backers. President Volodymyr Zelensky has put the need to improve Ukraine's air defenses at the top of his agenda in meetings with allies, amid intensified airstrikes by Russia in recent months. In an interview with AFP in May, Zelensky said that Ukraine needed around 130 F-16s to put it on a level playing field with Russian aviation. But some NATO countries have pledged to supply a total of around 100 F-16 fighter jets. They have been training Ukrainian pilots and crews for months, and with the arrival of the US-made F-16s, which are praised for their speed, maneuverability, and range, Kiev hopes to be better able to defend itself against the Russian Air Force. The Kremlin announced that the F-16s allegedly delivered to Ukraine would be ineffective on the battlefield and that all of them would be shot down. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said, "They will be fewer and fewer. They will be shot down." But of course, these deliveries will not have a significant impact on the development of events on the front line. Russian President Vladimir Putin also said in March that Russia would not go to war with NATO, but that the F-16s would be shot down. The Kremlin made the statement after the planes allegedly arrived in Ukraine. Lithuanian Foreign Minister Gabrielius Landsbergis posted on his X account yesterday, "F-16s are in Ukraine." Another impossible thing has become completely possible. Advisor to the Ukrainian president's office Mikhail Podolyak said, "We will not comment on this issue." Ukraine has been requesting F-16 fighter jets from the US and its allies since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion. The Kremlin says the Russian Air Force will shoot down the F-16s supplied to Ukraine. But will the US-made jets strengthen Kiev's military position? Kiev's Air Force, whose troops are trained by its NATO allies, and which in recent years has acquired a lot of state-of-the-art Western military equipment, still consists of aircraft from the Soviet Union. Ukraine wants to use US-made F-16s against the vastly superior Russian Air Force in terms of numbers and technology. However, the F-16s, which are expected to be limited in number at first, are expected to play a role in supporting Ukraine's air defense rather than offense. The F-16s will provide some air defense and depth capability. Justin Bronk, an aviation and technology expert at the Royal United Services Institute, told Reuters. It could also potentially help to shoot down Iranian-made Shahed-2 and cruise missiles. But this is quite expensive in terms of ammunition, he said. Military experts and Ukrainian officials say Ukraine needs to have between 60 and 120 of the jets in its inventory to effectively use F-16s in offensive operations. Ukraine has been targeting Russia's air defense systems in and near the conflict zone in preparation for the jets' use on the front lines. The shaping of the front, especially in the south, has already begun, said Serhiy Kuzan, head of the Ukrainian Research Group Center for Defense and Cooperation. Ukraine has the capacity to systematically attack Russia's leading air defense systems. Belgium, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Norway have pledged to provide Ukraine with up to 80 F-16s, but it will be years before all the jets are delivered. Another issue is the training of Ukrainian pilots. Ukrainian pilots who have never used Western fighter jets are receiving accelerated training in different NATO countries. However, experts believe that in the first phase, Ukraine will have more F-16s than the number of pilots capable of flying them.